So what is the secret to being successful and happy in life? A lot of people don't tell you this because it seems too obvious, but the answer is discipline. So before I start talking about discipline, please remember to like and subscribe to the Mind Counsel channel for more handy videos on how to lead a happier and more fulfilling life. Now you're probably thinking, discipline sounds a bit boring, right? But believe it or not, this is one of the main things that science has proven that people who are successful have in abundance. Discipline is the key to unlocking success in nearly all matters of life. Stick with me so I can explain to you why this is and how this is. So without discipline, we will lead a life full of chaos. Without it, even whole societies would crumble. Discipline governs nearly all aspects of our lives, from waking up at a specific time, going to work, following the law, and even brushing our teeth before bed. It's all ruled by discipline. The more we have it, the more we can mold ourselves and our lives to create habits that will give us stability, happiness, and success. So for example, if you go to the gym every day, you will build muscle, lose fat, and improve your overall health and stamina. However, actually doing this, making the effort to go to the gym every day or a couple of times a week is something that requires a lot of discipline. And with all of you those have those expired gym memberships, I think you know what I'm talking about. So just knowing something is good for you is not enough. You actually need to have the discipline that you can follow through and achieve your goals and be successful. If we want to make more money, we need to work, either in our own business or at a job, and all of that requires a lot of discipline. If you want to be the world's fastest runner or be a premiership footballer, not only do we need talent, but we also need, you guessed it, a lot of discipline. Working every day, especially when we don't feel like it, is something that is incredibly difficult, but is the key to opening the doors to your happiness and success. Discipline isn't only just about what we need to do, it's also about what we shouldn't do. Often this is where people struggle the most. So not eating that extra piece of chocolate, avoiding a late night when you know you have an early morning, and not sending that text to that ex when you feel lonely or overcome with missing them. Basically avoiding things that we know are not good for us and not acting on our impulses. It's vital for us to become as disciplined as possible, to be successful as possible in all areas of our life, whether that be our health, our well-being, or even our wealth. So what is a great way that you can work on your self-discipline? Because I'm not just gonna sit here and say, oh, you need discipline. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you can do to achieve discipline. And this is something that is not as difficult as many people may think it is, but it's something that you probably heard a lot about, but never put it down to being something that can help increase your discipline. And that is fasting. And by fasting, I mean obviously foregoing food, and even if you can, drink as well. Obviously for a specific period of time, and then you carry on eating and drinking like normal. In other words, intermittent fasting. Now fasting is something that can really, really benefit you. It can train your mind and your body to be more focused, to be more in control, and of course to be more disciplined. And the reason behind this is when you are fasting, you are basically delaying your pleasure and your gratification. And all of this ties together to help us to be more disciplined. In a study conducted by Stanford University that involved children, they were put individually into a room. They had a marshmallow in front of them, and the researcher told them that, look, you can either eat this marshmallow now, or you can wait until I leave, come back into the room, and then I will give you 2 marshmallows. The researcher went out of the room for 15 minutes at a time, and they recorded the children to see who waited to have the 2 marshmallows and who acted more on impulse and had the 1 marshmallow without waiting. And years later, they tracked down the children as they grew older, and the researchers revisited the progress they had made through the years in school, in work, in life. This study took almost 40 years. And basically what they discovered is the children who had waited and delayed their gratification were more successful in life than the children who had not. Now, one of the main reasons behind this is because having this kind of patient and disciplined attitude actually develops a more reasoned, calm, calculated, logical, and non-impulsive behavior, which is very important in all aspects of your life if you want to succeed, especially in business or in work. So say, for example, you receive a new deal in your business. You want to take the time to consider it. You want to take the time to look at the fine print. You don't want to just be impulsive and rush into something. Even as a consumer, if you are going out and you see something that you really like and you think to yourself, wow, this is a lot of money, I'm just going to buy it because I really want it. Whereas in fact, if you maybe waited, if you maybe shopped around a little bit, you could find the thing cheaper elsewhere. And if not, you could always come back and buy it from where you saw it. So controlling your impulses is very important. And going back to my earlier example of not texting the ex when you really feel like it and you feel lonely, or not sending the extra double text or that extra message, or behaving emotional when somebody tells you something or does something that you don't like, all of this is governed by discipline. It can even come down to something as simple as not having that extra piece of cake if you are on a diet. Remember, discipline is key if you want to achieve your goals and to succeed. So by fasting, you're basically foregoing one of the most innate human desires, which is to eat. And by delaying that gratification of wanting to eat, you are, as I mentioned before, enabling yourself to develop core abilities within yourself, which will make you more successful in life and help you to control your impulses, which is very important. It will also help you to control your negative behaviors that can hamper you and your success in life. Not only does fasting help with discipline, it also massively helps with your body and your mind health overall. So intermittent fasting helps to repair your body on a cellular level by removing waste and toxins from your body and from your cells. It protects you against diseases by having a positive impact on your genes. It can improve your brain health, your cognition, and it even protects you against brain damage and diseases such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia. Not only this, but it can also help you to regulate your hormones and to lose fat. So if you really want to be successful and happier in life, then I highly recommend that you try intermittent fasting. Start off slow and build on it so you are fasting on average 2 times a week at your peak. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to the Mind Counsel.